Good morning, Western Washington. Happy Wednesday. Happy October. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the next few days here. Starting right now, you see our storm offshore bringing some showers through the area, and that's going to continue through the day today as this storm continues to move southward. We may get some more showers tomorrow as well before we start to dry out, and we have a ridge build into the area with some nicer weather coming up this weekend into early next week. So, starting here, let's take a look at the radar. You can see that little bit of spin there. You can tell how those showers are moving through. There's some nice showers moving through Federal Way as I'm filming this video right now, and you can see lots of showers moving through most of the metro area, and then another round coming there off the coast. That will kind of continue throughout the day today. You may get some thunderstorm chances there on the coast as well, but not really in the interior. So enjoy the rain, but not much in the way of thunderstorm chances unless you're right there along the coast. Taking a look at the overall pattern, you can see the storm offshore moving southward, weakening a little bit, just kind of hanging out, bringing more rounds of showers through the area. You can see it starts to move southward there as we go into Thursday and Friday, and then we get this ridging building across the area, and that is going to it's not going to impact us a ton going into Saturday, but as we go into Sunday, you can see we have that ridging to our north impacts Western Washington and will bring us that drier weather going into the beginning of next week, into Monday there. So taking a look at the precipitation forecast, you'll see that reflected. You can see the showers through the day today continuing into tomorrow, especially on the coast there, and you can see as we go into Thursday night, those showers diminish, and then as we go into Friday and Saturday, we have a few showers across the area Saturday morning, and parts of Saturday during the day there in the mountains, and some light rain maybe across parts of the lowlands, and then by Saturday night that ends, and by Sunday we're clear, and you can see how we continue with those sunny skies all the way into Monday and likely beyond, with some pretty decent ridging across the area. Taking a look at the simulated radar here, you can see as we go 6, 7, 8 a.m., it's showing some of those rounds of showers, not picking up exactly where they are, and you can see how just more rounds of showers move throughout the day, including into the afternoon and evening hours, and some of those are going to be isolated heavy showers, could maybe have some nice rain bands in there, some maybe a very brief rumble of thunder for a few places across the lowlands, but otherwise just rain at times throughout the region. As we go through tonight, we can try to extend this forecast a little bit there, and you can see as we go into tomorrow, into Thursday there, more showers moving through the area, but nothing too significant. Taking a look at total precipitation, if we play this out all the way through the weekend here, you can see that precipitation generally ends as we get to about Friday. We may get a little tiny bit more as we go through Saturday morning with a few light showers around the area. But what we're looking at in terms of expected precipitation to come here, about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches on the northern and central Washington coast, much less on the southern coast there in this forecast. Then the lowlands getting about a ¼ inch to a ½ inch of rain, maybe a little bit more in the foothills in some areas that may have a convergence zone bands if they set up. And then you can see about an inch on the Kitsap Peninsula. They got that rain shadow north of the Olympic Peninsula, and then again a lot more rain up there in northern Whatcom County, and then down toward Vancouver, BC and stuff as well. Cascades get about 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half of rain in this forecast. Going a little bit higher resolution here on the national blend of models, you can see it really does highlight the northern coast and the Olympics for precipitation. They're really helping out the Bear Gulch fire, which is good to see, and then showing the lowlands getting about a 1/4 inch of rain at the most. There may be some more under heavy showers there, so you just kind of see the spread in the precipitation forecasts. Taking a look at wind forecasts, you can see through the day today potentially gusts up to 45 miles per hour along the Washington coast, and then up to 40 miles per hour there in the northwest interior, 30 miles per hour, maybe 35 for the lowlands. That is the European model forecast. Taking a look at a little bit higher resolution on the high resolution rapid refresh model through tonight, and you can see 25 to 30 miles per hour for most of western Washington, except the northwest interior, 35 to 40 miles per hour. And then you can see on the coast, this forecast also calling for gusts of 40 to 45 miles per hour, maybe a little bit higher there off the north coast, and some of those heavy showers that move through up to 50 miles per hour possibly. But that is not super likely, generally 40 to 45 there on the coast. And then wanted to point this out as well. It's our first time seeing this year, having this storm offshore. It's producing some nice waves, and you can see that swell moving into western Washington, western Oregon as we go through today into tonight, likely getting some maximum wave heights up to like 30 feet, but your significant wave height, that is what the warnings will be for about 16 18 feet. Those are how big some of the breakers will be, and that's why there's a high surf advisory on the Washington coast for today. You can see how that starts to diminish as we go into Thursday and then gets back to normal by the time we get through the rest of the week. There you can see those normal conditions again. But yeah, if you're on the beach today, high surf advisory in effect for those 16-ish foot breakers. So stay tuned for that, and be sure to stay safe if you're out there. Also, just wanted to point this out here. Finally getting some really nice, clean air across a good portion of eastern Washington, and of course here in western Washington, and even around the fires there and in Wenatchee. That air quality is a lot better than it has been. So hopefully we'll see this clear out a little bit more with this system blowing through and not all that much activity on the fire. So just wanted to point that out to you guys. And then high temperatures, again, you can see we're staying mainly in the mid to upper 60s across western Washington all the way through Friday and Saturday. Maybe a little bit cooler if we have some lingering low clouds. And then Sunday, that ridging starts to build in. We still are in the mid to upper 60s, but by Monday and Tuesday, you can see they're upper 60s to low 70s, maybe some mid 70s south of Olympia, coast even into the upper 60s. And you can see that continues to about Wednesday, and then we start to cool back down about Thursday of next week as some of that ridging maybe starts to move out of the area, but that is looking a little bit farther into the extended forecast. So stay tuned for more information on that. And then you can see here, you want to stay warm. Check out the Western Washington Weather merch. We have 5 days off of 20% off of everything here, first 5 days of October. So go check that out. You can get some better prices on some stuff as well. And so, yeah, take advantage of the 20% off for the next 5 days. And as always, be sure to subscribe to Western Washington Weather. You can do that below. You can also join as a member and stuff like that. And you can follow the Western Washington Weather Facebook group and my Blue Sky and Twitter accounts as well. Lots of updates coming with this storm moving through and some of the showers moving through the area as well. So stay tuned for that. And thank you all very much for watching, and I will talk to you all later.